Hi, everybody. Welcome to a regular Monday edition of Monkey Island Madness. This is a live show taped over at Ustream TV, and I am talking to a live audience. So I say hi to everybody if I see them come in. Hi, Norma. That was fun, Norma. Your box was awesome, as was mine. Hi, Monique. Hi, Colleen. Hi, Vicki. I did start without you. Gosh, now I'm going to not be able to talk. Anyway, all I did was I'm going to work on my 6x6 Artful Evidence submission for this week. And this week, the prompt is tags. And Eileen's was amazeballs. It really was. It was so cool, Eileen. I kind of just threw up my hands at that point and said, I give up. I'm done. I can't do it. So, but I did come up with an idea that kind of makes me laugh. I don't know that anybody else will laugh, but it'll make me laugh. So what I did was I went ahead and took some of that tissue paper that I made the other day with the Magicals and just tore it up and collaged it down on a 6x6 sheet of paper, and I'm gluing it down with matte medium. And so it's still kind of damp. But I thought, well, you guys don't need to watch me do that portion of it, so I'll just go ahead and start. You're welcome, Eileen. I don't say nice things to you very often, but the tag art was worthy, for sure. All your art is worthy. I'm just mean. Anyway, I'm going to blow this real quick. I'm going to dry it real quick. Sorry, Eileen. And then I'll show you the book that I finished. Won't take but a minute. It's just barely done. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Kimberly. So not much of this background is going to show. So I'm not real worried about it. Just as long as there's some color and stuff under it. And this down here I wanted left kind of white. And Eileen, believe it or not, actually gave me the idea for my this week's submission, because I've been wanting to use these stamps and just hadn't yet. I mean, I've used them a couple times on Happy Mail. Hi, Natalie. Let me see if we have a lurker in chat, because I don't know. One banned user. Eileen, how many people are you banning? Anyway, I like doing the 6x6s too, Eileen. I wish there was a prompt a day. Maybe not one a day, because then I would start feeling like unrealistic pressure. But if she did one on Saturday and one on Wednesday, that'd be awesome. So I don't know if that's dry enough to write on yet. And then if you were over here on Sunday, I did an impromptu stream on Sunday and was doing a to-go watercolor book. So at the end of the show, I talked about doing the ink tints in this book as well. So I'll have Peerless, the Neocolor 2, several pages of those, and then the ink tints. I don't know how well the ink tints is going to work, but I went ahead and did it at Dee Dee's this morning. And I still have room. I could add more if I think of other products that I want to add. So, and all those have been, have a layer of matte medium on them. So they are essentially good to go. And they will go in this wallet type journal cover like that, and then they're good to go. And then these were just backgrounds that I'd already made up with watercolors. So I have a little bit of stuff to go. I'm going to probably take an additional journal besides this one. I just haven't decided yet. So that was the little aside. All right. And then these are the stamps that Eileen sent me, and they're the Diane Reevely Delusions, and they're sarcastic. And I want to use them. So I'm going to stamp those onto some tags that I cut myself. I actually cut these a long, long time ago for some other project. I don't remember what. The journal cover, the leather, or the map. The map paper is just out of a scrapbook pad of paper, and this is just an old wallet that I turned into a journal cover. I've had it forever. I love that journal or that wallet. So what was I going to get up here and get? Oh, my black stamp pad. Duh. And I'm going to need an acrylic block, I guess. And a baby wipe, too. And I don't know. I'm trying to decide right now. I'll let this sit and dry for a few more minutes. I'm trying to decide. A lot of these stamps are going to fit on here. And if I just stamp them carefully, I should be able to get them on there. And then I'll colorize the back of the tag to match the background to some extent. So I guess I'll do that. I'll just stamp them directly on the tag, and if it isn't working, then I'll go to plan B, which is stamp them on sticker paper and put them on the tag. But I kind of want them directly on the tag. So if you haven't seen the Diane Reevely stamps, they're funny as hell. This is my favorite, Thou Shalt Not Whine. That will probably definitely be on one. That's for Jeannie. Jeannie, pay attention. Oh, Judy, too. I don't know if not you text Judy. Judy Foster. Hi, Judy, by the way. Thou Shalt Not Whine will definitely be one. This is definitely me. I don't want to seem like I think I'm always right, but I am, and that's why it comes across that way. So we'll do that one first. But these are awesome. I love these stamps. So thanks again, Eileen. I'm going to do them in black, I think. And I hope this is my good stamp pad. I have dress-up stamp pads, and I have Icky. Here comes the rat. He doesn't know that I'm streaming. All right, I'm trying to figure out. I think if I do it this way, it'll be fine. They graduated from, yeah, we're in Wine University now, Jennifer Crackalacken. Hi, by the way. Yeah, really, they're running that nut ward. Hi, Julie. All right, hope it came out. Yep, it came out okay. I can do that one. So my tags are each one going to have a saying, and I think I'm going to do 4 of them. So, I know a lot of you don't clean your stamps. I do. He did a drive-by, man. He was in and out of here. Now he's coming back. He's talking on the phone to somebody. I bet I haven't seen him for 5 minutes all morning. It's funny that we can be home 24 hours a day together, and I hardly ever see him. All right, so that's one of them. Thou Shalt Not Whine is going to get done. Hey, Jean, I know you just got home and you have had a hell of a week, and I wouldn't blame you if you say no, but I was just wondering if you were planning on streaming this afternoon, if you were thinking you might enjoy doing some art. Do not feel any pressure. Do what you want to do. Thou Shalt Not Whine is one of them. The diet one. There were a couple that weren't going to fit on the tag, so let me see if it's about I should have lost some freaking weight. I do remember that one. I ate healthy and exercised today. I better freaking wake up skinny. That's a good one. I like that one. I have actually been watching. We'll see if that one will fit. A couple of them just they weren't going to fit unless I stamped them off on something else. Yeah, see, this one's too wide, so I'm going to have to do it this way. Let me try. I'll try and get it on there. Okay, Jean. Doing some art might be fun for a change, right? But you do what you want. I didn't want to make you feel any pressure at all, but I want to make sure that I get off here on time too. So, anyway. Alright, this one's really, really tight, so I've got to... Alright, it is what it is now. Jean, I can't tell you how often... Oh, it actually came out pretty darn good. How often I thought of you this weekend. And when I read the... or watched the slideshow of the pictures of your mother's life, I was in tears, Jean. I was just in tears. You guys did an amazing job. You really did. Pat yourself on the back. You made your mom real, real proud. And this one I like too. Oh, really? You know what that sounds like? Not my problem. I like that one. I like Be Bold or Italic, never regular too, but we did the skinny one instead. And only 4 of them I think are going to fit on the 6x6 background. So, yeah, this is not going to take that long today, Jean. I had it all planned out. Well, Eileen had it all planned out. I'm just executing it now. Well, your sisters could be our friends too, you know. This one's going to be really tight too. Keep your fingers crossed. I know, Jean. I know you are amazingly proud of your mother and given her health issues and raising you kids and taking on foster kids. And then seeing how her own children came out, your mother has a million reasons to be proud. So, and I don't want to beat a dead horse, but yeah, I thought about you just constantly all weekend. All right. These are great stamps. Great stamps. All right, I think I'm done with that. Now, I'm going to colorize them. I haven't decided what I'm going to colorize them with, but I want them to match the background. And I can't put them down until I do my lettering down here. So this one, I want it to go up and down this way. And so the edges and stuff will probably go off the pages. Okay, something like that, where I have multiple tags on the page. So see, you're not going to see much of that background. But I just don't think I can squeeze another one on there. I really don't. Hi, Nina Beaner. Haven't seen you in a while. So what do I want to do the backgrounds of those with? Do I want to do it with Neocolor 2s? I want to do those first because I'm going to do the lettering last, but right before I put these down. So I need to colorize these next. And I can do it with pens. I can do it with Neocolor 2s. I can do it with anything, really. Thinking. I guess I'll use Neocolor 2s. I really like them. Hang on, gotta go get them. I put them away yesterday. When I went to get the Neocolor 2s, I found the Brio Reese water brushes. I could actually use those too. Dilution sprays, but I'm going to leave the, I don't want to spray the word part, Eileen. I'm either going to do those a different color, but I want the, alright, I'm going to try, see how I like these real quick. Because I haven't hardly used these. I've used them a couple times in my Beast. That would work out okay and look okay on that background. Let me see what color the purple is. If I remember right, I was not crazy about the purple in this. I would never, ever, ever oh, that purple's kind of pretty. Alright, so we can do the blue, the purple, and the gold was ugly. Ugly! So it's green, silver. Yeah, the gold was really butt ugly. It's like a green. Well, it's glimmery too. I don't like that. Alright, we're going to use some of each then. Because I don't want pink. I'll never use this pink. I pretty much can promise you. Alright, let's do that. Well, or if I did the dilution sprays, I could also just use them and paint it on. Probably as easy as making the masks. Really. Of course, I have some frisket that I could put on there too. Yeah, isn't that gold is just, it's weird. It's just really weird. But the other colors are all real nice. But I could do it really quick with the, I have better color selection with the Neo 2s. I really do. Because this is probably the purple that I want. Yep, it is. Alright, never mind. You're just going to have to watch me. I'll pull you down a little bit so you can watch while I'm doing it. But I think I'm going to use the Neo 2s. So what I was going to tell you guys something. I'm trying to remember what. One, I did see the fox this morning. So early because that damn cat. Okay, I'm going to tell you about the damn cat first. Last night, the cat and I were sitting on the couch watching mindless TV, and I was being really nice to her, just rubbing her and petting her and everything. And I don't know if the stupid cat gets overstimulated or what. I really don't know. I cannot figure out why she does this, and she doesn't do it consistently. She went cuckoo freaking crazy and bit me. Look at that. She grabbed onto me with her claws and just started biting me. So I've been mad at the cat since then anyway. And then this morning, it was before 6 o'clock, she sat in the bathroom and meowed endlessly. endlessly until finally at 6 o'clock I could take no more. I had to get up. And I so sympathize with Dee Dee because really, I want to get up and kick her across the room, but you can't kick a cat, right? I mean, that would be like animal abuse or something. But I already was mad at her for this nonsense. And yeah, I don't know. Me and the cat are having issues. The cat is in big trouble, believe me. You know, I've wondered that too, Monique, if she's 14 and I wonder if she doesn't have some measure of dementia or something. But she's done this for a long time. It's all right, Jean. It'll all work out. I'm just getting something to pick it up when I go around it. And then I'll edge this too. And I might even use stencils and put another design in the background. Who knows? Decorate them up, you know? Oops, I didn't want to get it in the word part. So yeah, me and the cat aren't getting along. But anyway, since the cat got me up at the crack of dawn this morning, I was up and just as it was getting light, I noticed the fox running around the house. So we do have a new fox, and I told Robert when I came back in, and he knew I was not the happiest girl this morning, that I was just a little hacked off at the kitty cat. I told him, I said, you better go tell that neighbor not to kill that fox. I'm not kidding. No, I don't want to get involved. I'm like, you're going to get involved. Go tell him. Well, I'm beginning to wonder if there isn't something going on with her, because that's just, it's so weird. It's not normal behavior. She's done it for a while now. She's never particularly been my cat. I will say that. She's always been Robert Vaughn's cat. But that doesn't mean she gets to scratch and bite me. See, Jean, that wasn't too much color. It looks okay. I might even add some more. Alright, I want a purple one, a blue one. I kind of want dark blue. Yeah, I'm going to do a darker blue. I'm not worried about it. Yeah, I'm not worried about it, Sarah. Jean is going, you're putting down too much color. I might be, but it's no big deal. I can always get it off. So, yeah. So I saw the fox. What else? Probably no other news since I hung out with you guys yesterday afternoon. I have to say, though, Xander's haul last night, OMG. Talk about jelly. If you're watching this on YouTube, go over to Scraps to Beauty by Xandra. She went to a stamp show this weekend in Allentown, I think it was, New Jersey. Oh, no, Pennsylvania, because she lives in New Jersey, and it was in Pennsylvania. And she got some stencils and some stamps, and honestly, I was jelly. I was so jelly. Some of those stencils were so, so cool. I was like, oh. Yeah, I would love to, and this tag paper is not that absorbent, so that's why the watercolor's acting a little bit weird, but it's okay. I don't care. Yeah. And that glimmer stuff. that Glimmer, what was it called? Glimmer paste? Nuvo Glimmer something paste or whatever. Oh my gosh, that stuff was unbelievably awesome. The green that had blue in it, oh man. Yeah. So anyway, go watch over at Scraps to Beauty by Xandra and see some new products. Oh my gosh. I hope Z's doing okay today. Wasn't today her dentist appointment? Poor thing. I felt bad for her. I'm thinking about doing, I might end up having to make masks anyway. Alright, so the background right now, I've got the purple and the blue. I need a green one. There is red in there, but I don't know about doing a red tag. Maybe that deep, deep purpley pink. If I'm going to do it, it's going to be this color. Yeah, that Nuvo stuff. Alright, I can do that one. And this is making the tags curl a little bit. Who cares? I'll glue them down good. They'll get stuck, I promise you. And I'm not kidding, when I'm done here, I'll watch Jean for a few minutes. And then I'm going to drive into town and see if I can find those espresso M&Ms. I love the coffee nut. And I have some to take to Australia. No worries, you guys. But I'm going to look for the espresso ones, too. Those looked yummy. Eileen, did you order anything last night after watching Z? I tell you, I was tempted. Jennifer Crackalack, that girl, she is the quickest link provider ever. She had those links in there like in a minute. I even like that, the paintbrush with the glitter in it. I looked at it on Amazon, but I didn't order anything. Can't order anything for a while. You even went to their site to find the green glimmer paste and couldn't see that color. Really? We're like 11 days out, Jean. 11 days, which means I better get off my butt and get some stuff packed. So, yeah, I need to do that real soon. I have stuff set aside to pack, but I haven't even gone down and gotten the suitcases out of storage yet. So, but I traveled a lot for a living. The last year I worked, I traveled nonstop, Monday to Friday. I was away from home, sometimes even over the weekend. So packing to me, I did about 15 minutes before we had to leave the house for me to go to work. I knew what I was going to pack, but there was no point in doing it early. So, yeah. So packing to me is just like, it'll get done. No worries. And only one time in all the time that I traveled did I ever lose my luggage. But when you lose your luggage, and they didn't lose it, they were just delayed. But it was a day delayed, which I traveled on Sunday always to be at whatever location I was working at Monday morning. And I got in late Sunday night and there was no luggage, which means I had nothing to wear to work in the morning. I had no makeup. I had nothing. I didn't have a toothbrush. Nothing. And luckily, when the airlines lose your luggage, they do give you like a little travel kit, so you have a toothbrush and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I mean, I had to go to work in a new location in my travel clothes. Okay, I travel looking like a bum, and yeah, it wasn't pretty. I'm going to use this green, I think. Yep, that's a pretty green. Yep, it'll go with the colors. You knew what? I know, Jennifer has two screens. She must have. Well, if you traveled for a living though, yeah. I just made sure the laundry and everything was done so that when it came time to pack, I had stuff to pull out of the drawer. That was all I pretty much worried about. Well, and back then, of course, I'm trying to think. I didn't pack any art stuff or anything like that. When I got to a location, I worked morning, noon, and night. That's all I did. This time, it's the art stuff that is really throwing me for a loop. Like, what am I going to take? And I don't want to drag a lot because I'm afraid Xander's going to have 15 luggages because she's taken a lot. But I'm going to travel real, real light. Check in chat. We're coming home for Christmas. Once we changed our gates. Oh my gosh, Jean. Yeah, take a change in your carry-on. I still didn't do that though. I mean, honestly, in all those years I traveled, they really, honest to God, only lost it one time. And I was commonly traveling American or Delta because I was always traveling east. Well, not always. One time I went to San Francisco. But it was most of our back east branches that needed help. All right, so what I think I'm going to, like with the green, I'm going to go ahead and color in the words, I think, with the colors of the other tags. Make it all matchy-matchy, which Eileen will love. And I think I only have to use the ruler once today. All right, now I'll go back to the purple one. I think I did it first. I'm going to do a light, some light blue in there. I hope this isn't a mistake. I'm not putting much color down. I don't want to make it where you can't read it. Yay, one-time ruler stream.
With a plane.
I might have to go over that black. I didn't want to, but I might have to. You guys can tell me when I'm done. Yeah, Robert just walked through on the phone again. I think he's talking to his son. His son's trying to figure out what airplane to buy. And oh my God, Robert bought and sold airplanes all of his life. So they must talk 10 times a day about airplanes. What airplane he should get and why he should get this one over that one. And yeah. All right, the pink one is going to have the green. I think the green is going to look pretty on the pink. Yeah, I probably am going to have to darken this black, but that's okay. I don't mind. I probably won't do that on stream, though. I'll do that later. Oh, really? You know what that sounds like? Not my problem. Well, Robert's tickled to death that his son has gotten into flying, and so, yeah, this is just too much fun for those two monkeys. And I think when I go into town to look for the espresso M&Ms, I'm going to make Robert take me out to eat too. There's not that many great places in Grove, but I'm over cooking. Over it. Yeah, 747 would be a great plane. I think so too. I don't know what kind he's going to get. The one he had picked out, Robert really discouraged it because it was just, he's a novice pilot. So he's got to get a novice plane, you know, and he wants a bigger plane than I think Robert thinks he should buy right offhand. But I don't know. That's a boy thing. I don't get involved in that. For real. Don't get involved in that. Alright, so this one I need purple. Alright, I gotta be thinking about it. I think I'll do this one the pink color. And then purple on the green. And if I don't like it, I'll start over. How about that? A Learjet would be really nice, wouldn't it? I wouldn't mind one of those. Sometimes I think having an airplane would be nice, but being a homebody like I am, if we had a plane, Robert would be like, let's go here, let's go there, let's do this, let's do that. And I'd be like, nope, I want to stay home and art. So I think that would create its own set of problems, because I wouldn't let him fly alone, obviously. I'd have to finish getting my license. So yeah, it's more hassle than I want to deal with. Alright, and then the only other color left is the purple. So I'll do the purple on the chandelier. I know, that's ridiculous. And I hope this one isn't too dark too, but we'll find out, I guess. I'm going to do this one like this so I can control how much color I'm putting down. Sorry, I'm quiet. She didn't change her name, Eileen. Are you kidding me? Hell no. She wanted that inheritance. Are you kidding? I wouldn't change my name. They could call me anything. I mean, literally, you can call me anything as long as I get that inheritance. That really was kind of mean, though. And I don't know if I had said it on tape yet. Eileen's talking in chat about the guy who owns Learjet named his daughter Shanda. So her name was Chandelier, which, you know, is either funny or really, really ignorant. No, it's not a form of child abuse. I've heard of worse names. Alright, let's see how this looks up to this point and decide if we're going to continue with this or not. Alright, this one I definitely want facing this way. I guess I can go ahead and trim this out next so I know what space I'm working with. It's dry enough now, I'm pretty sure. Oh crap, and I lied. This isn't a ruler, Eileen, this is a straight edge. Okay. Now we at least know what we're working with. Alright, and this has to be the bottom because I want that light space right there. You had a friend in high school and her name was Candy Cane. Now see, I think that's worse than Chandelier. Don't you think? And I might have to cut these strings off. I don't know yet. This one's going to have to go. Yeah, I want this one up here. Make sure I have enough room. Alright, that's about, oops, let me pull it down where you guys can see it. Can you see that? And I'll make the tags prettier, but that's about what I'm looking at. And I will outline them and they'll stand out from the background. So, let me think how much I want to do to the tags. Well, I got out these baby stencils that I don't know who mentioned the other day that they had gotten these little stencils and they loved them. And I got them off on the Wish app. And so I thought I would go ahead, and I'm going to get out some acrylic paint, believe it or not, and use them. Did anybody else who got these think that they had a funky odor? That was one thing I wanted to ask. Because I think they have a funky odor. I think one time I said they smell like China. All right. Get out the acrylic paint and a sponge. Where did I put the sponge container? I moved things around here the other day. Now I don't know where nothing is again. Woot woot. I should just go get another makeup sponge. What the hell? Oh, this one has another use out of it, I think. Alright, so on the pink one, see, I've just got a tub of paint here, you guys. I can't really put it under the camera. I'll go ahead and get out some blue. Get out some, let me see if I have some of the pretty green. Get out kind of a purple. And the process. See if I have any processed pink. That's deep violet. That's not going to work. And my niece was going to come today. Hey, Koo, look. She's the purple paint burger girl. I never look at that I don't think of her and my brother. Alright, I don't have a good, oh, I guess I'll just have to use this one. It's medium magenta. I wanted the process color. I could have sworn I had one of those. This is my paint, you guys, so that's why I have a hard time finding stuff. I hardly ever use my acrylic paints. You tried to find them and couldn't find them? Let me write myself a note, Norma, and I will go and find them for you and send you a link. Because they pop up very first thing on mine, so I can send it easy enough. Yeah, I'll put it out on Twitter, you guys. Yep, I'll put it out on Twitter. Now, I probably should have cut a mask for these, you know? Alright, I think I'll just use a Post-it note. Looking for the crapola Post-it notes. Where did I put them? I know, Dee Dee would never be without a crapola Post-it note, right? Here, these will work. Alright, I think I'm going to put the blue on the background of the pink. I hope it looks good. I don't know. We'll see. I love these little circle ones. Wake up. Wake up for what? Oh, Cooey is here? Did you see? Where's Coo? Where's Cooey? There's Cooey. Hi, Coo. It makes me so happy thinking that you're here. Coo is my niece, you guys. I'm so glad you're here, Cuckoo. And just in case you want to text her something, Coo, today is Jessica's birthday. Purple paint boogers. Alright, so this is my kind of masking where you don't have to do any face fussy cutting or anything. So now they're all being nice to Cuckoo. She said she might come, but she's supposed to be working. But that's okay, Coo, because you're a hard worker. You can do what you want. And if Tim is there, hi, Tim. The girls probably are in school. Yeah, I'm liking them now with the polka dots and stuff on it. Yep, I'm happy about this. Would Cooey say, hi, I'm going to have to work from home more. This is way better. Oh, I believe that, Coo. Why are you going to have to work from home more? Just because you want to, or are they? Did they give your office away, Cooey? I'd tell them what you do, Coo, but I'm not sure that I even understand. And you may not even have the same job that you had before. But she works for a retirement investment company. Smart girl she is. Very smart girl. Let's see, how do I want to do that one? Alright. So that's getting more fun and whimsical now. On Wish, not Allie. What? It's easier to listen to this. Oh, I believe that, Coo. It is taking Janet over an hour to do one tag. I would have sprayed it, added the stencil, stamped the words, and then cut it out and glued it down. Takes about 10 minutes. Sorry, Eileen. I'm just not as smart as you. But see, I didn't want the words the same color as the background. But that's just me, Eileen. You know me. If there's a hard way to do it, I'm going to figure out that hard way. Let's see. This one's about exercising and getting skinny. So let's use skinny lines with this one. And I think I'll do the pink. I need to go get another makeup sponge, too. And Cooey, feel free to be as mean as you want to, Eileen. Look at, these are little tiny. These are a lot smaller than the ones they used to sell at Dollar Tree. Hi, Cat. You could have colored the stamped paper. Oh, you would have glued it down? No, no, I'm not doing all that. I'd rather do it this way. All right, I'm going to cover that this time. All right, I like that. Bye, Norma. See you later. All right, the purple. This is my least favorite of all the tags, really, the purple with the blue, but that's okay. I'm going to work with it anyway. What stencil do I want to use with this one? These two I like so far. It doesn't have much. Alright, I'm going to do the little squares on it, I guess. And I'm going to use... I'm going to do the purple on the blue. No. I'll do the purple on the purple, and I'm going to do the green on the blue. How about that, sports fans? We'll see how well this shows up. It may not show up. We'll find out. I need more room. That I know for sure. Can't can't really see it. I'm going to go with a darker purple, I think. Let me see if I can find a darker purple. Yep, here's violet. Let's use it. Yeah, that's going to look better. I'll never line this back up, so I'm just going to go right over it. And I guess I better cover up that type right there. Can't believe it's just 11 days until we go. Eileen's probably going crazy by now. Oh my God, what are you doing? Just having fun, just having fun. All right. Don't get lazy at this point. Yep, that's good. I like that. Hang on, drop something. Eileen fainted? All right. Well, check on her in a few minutes, and if she needs mouth to mouth, somebody give it to her. Please. This one I wouldn't mind doing like some of these splatters on for real, because I've got a lot more space. We're going to try the green. I don't know how well it's going to show up, but we're going to give it a go. Anyway. All right, let's see what we got to work with. We've got these splatters. I like those checkerboards though too. Oh my gosh, it's hard being me. This one wouldn't be bad either. I'd ask Eileen, but she's fainted. Don't want that one. Yeah, we're going to go with the splatters. What the hell? Okay, I got to check chat. I'm sure she's muttering. She could have used a mask. I know. I'm so caring. Thank you, Joan. Yes, I did use matte medium to attach the tissue paper. Yes, I did. I did. Golden matte medium. I really like that. I really like it. Yeah, I can see the green, so that's good enough. Who cares what you guys can see? As long as I can see it, I'm good. Put this one like this. Yeah, that's good. I like that. We'll put a little blot up here. I actually like the green on the blue. And I'll do one on the bottom side. Call it done. These really are nice little stencils, I have to say. You're typing Genism. Everything golden is awesome. Couldn't agree more. Alright. Where's my baby wipe? I'm going to clean up my paint messes. I know a lot of people would put that in a desk journal. I don't mess with it. Ain't got time for that. I keep thinking someday I might, but I don't. Alright. I'm going to ink the edges of these for sure. And then I'm going to do the lettering, and then if I have to do any detail stuff, I'll do it later. What kind of edging do I want on this? I don't want to do the paint. I'm going to do the edges all the same. I just haven't decided if I want to do them like vintage brown or vintage photo or walnut or what. Let's try some walnut stain. That's too light. That one will work. Look at this funky. Oh, I think I used this with the oxide inks. That's why it's got that funky stuff on it. I might end up going back and doing black. You know what? I think I will. I'm going to go back with the black. It'll just show up better. Natalie just asked in chat if we're going to go visit Jane Davenport when we're in Australia. No, I'm pretty sure that that is not part of our itinerary. Jen actually is preparing a great deal of our itinerary, which I was really happy about because she lives there, so obviously she knows when we're in any given area or region what to do while we're there. So Jen honestly is planning pretty much what we're going to do wherever we are, and I'm cool with that. I know we're going to get to see kangaroos and koala bears, and we're going to participate in is it the Anzac? But they're having a national holiday the Wednesday after we get there, I believe, and that Jen's going to come get us for that, and then they're going to take us out, and we're going to go to the festivities for that. There was an outdoor art thing that Xandra had sent out that she really wanted to go to, and it looked way awesome. And then there's some shopping malls in the Melbourne area, or shopping, I don't know if they call them lanes or what, but it looks like an open air shopping kind of place in Melbourne. And apparently it's a big deal. I mean, I saw it when I was even looking online. So, yeah. And then CB and I had talked about the first 2 nights we're there, we're staying in Sydney, and we won't see Jen. Jen isn't coming up until we get there Sunday morning. Jen won't come up until Tuesday. Is Jen teaching you how to shop the Oz way? Well, that I don't know, Eileen. I'm assuming she will. Jen is a good shopper. I went shopping with Jen when they were here. And I swear, some of these stores I'd been in 1,000 times, and she could find stuff that I never even saw. So Jen is a good shopper. But anyway, when we're in Sydney, we're there for 2 nights when we get there. And then we go to Jen's, and from Jen's we go to Melbourne and spend 4 or 5 days in Melbourne. And Jen's going with us on that leg of the trip. Or maybe she's not. I think maybe she changed her mind. And that's when we're going to go to the museums and stuff like that. And then go back to Newcastle, where Jen is from. Hang out with Jen and Squiz for a couple days, I think. So we'll see Jen periodically throughout. And then Jen is going with us down to Brisbane. She has a daughter down there, and we're going to hang out with Jen and her daughter down there. But that's only for a couple days. And then Jen stays there. She's going to stay with her daughter. And the 3 of us are going to go back to Sydney then. So either at the front end of our trip or on the back end of the trip. I'm not sure which time we'll do it. But we're staying both times right down in the city center, right by the Opera House and the harbor. I want to take, one of those evening cruises with dinner. So we're going to, CB and I talked about that, and I have a whole list of stuff that we might do while we're there. So, yeah. Yeah, this is, Jean, honestly, this is like a once-in-a-lifetime thing for me. I can't even believe to this day that I said, yeah, I want to do this. It's all right. It's what?
I'm getting cold.
Oh, is that Eddie?
Yeah, I'm talking, baby.
Hi, Eddie.
You hear that? Good night.
All right. Just putting these back on here. All right, I'm liking this. Oops, sorry. So yeah, I'm so excited. It's so out of character for me to do something like this, really. I'm going to take, where is, I could do this a lot of different ways, but I think I'm going to go get that gray brush pen that I bought. It's just out here. Let me get it real quick. All right, cool. I get to use some of my new Hobby Lobby stuff that I haven't broken into yet. So I'm excited about that. Oh, I like that too, Eileen. That sounds awesome. Eileen said in chat that what she'd really like to do is go on a South African photo safari. I would love that too. I think that would be awesome. All right. Well, I was at Hobby Lobby and I've showed you guys this before. I bought the gray set of the soft brush markers. So I'm going to use them for shadow on this. Yeah, that one's kind of dark though. That almost looks black. Better than that though. Let's see what else we got in here. Because we got everything. I also bought the koi, so that one's kind of dark. I'm so lucky. That's better. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put some shadow on here. You're not probably even going to notice so much that it's there. It's the little things, you guys. Maybe I'll try a darker one on this one. Let's see. Yeah, I like the darker a little better, I think. Did do a safari at the African Rainforest. That was pretty cool. Without the extreme heat and bugs. Yeah, that's one thing about doing anything in Africa. It's gonna, if you go at a reasonable time, it's gonna be hot as hell. I still think it would just be awesome to go. And I don't know, maybe this trip will maybe break me out of my homebody personality, because really, you guys, I am a terrible homebody. I'm perfectly happy at home. There's no reason Robert and I couldn't be traveling and doing what we want to do right now. But honestly, I am perfectly happy at home. I really am. I don't feel the need to go visit people, or I don't know. And as a kid, we traveled a lot. So I've seen most of the sites in the United States. The only place I haven't been, and I would like to go, is the East Coast. Northeast, up near Maine, up in there. I've never been there, but I've been all over the East Coast, other places. And of course, the West Coast and Yellowstone, Mount Rushmore, and all over Canada, all over Alaska. So, you know, I've seen most of the things, most of the beaches in the United States. I do want to go back to Florida, and I want to go down Key West again. I love that. Um, didn't give a hoot for Miami, but I loved the other parts of Florida. And I didn't get to spend enough time there. But I've been all over Texas, I've been everywhere. So, oh, if I went to Maine, I would absolutely go see you too. No doubt about it, Jean. Yeah, I would definitely. And I would track down, I carry love, and I would probably go over into Toronto. Robert and I have a bunch of friends from Canada. So yeah, if we got that far east when we were coming back west, we would definitely loop up into Canada and do that whole loop for sure. Um, oh, you're only 4 hours from Bangor, really? Janet, oh, I would. You guys, make no bones about it. Someday, and I won't show up on her doorstep unannounced. I will go meet Eileen face to face. I promise you. It is on my bucket list. It is going to happen no matter what. I've been to the Outer Banks. Um, I love the Outer Banks. And if Robert hadn't been sick this year, we would have been back at the Outer Banks. I promise you. We both loved it. And the weather really wasn't even that great when we were at the Outer Banks, honestly. Um, but we loved it. And, his daughter's there, so I'm putting a little bit of shadow on this ink splot to make it stand out a little bit. So, yeah, I'd love to go back to the Outer Banks, but we will. It's beautiful out there. I don't want to come in the summertime, though. I don't want to come when there's crowds of people. I want to come in the winter when it's nice and quiet like it is here on Monkey Island. The summer, it sucks. I would not recommend anybody. Unless you're really into water sports or stuff like that, I would say stay away in the summer. Summer people are icky. Winter people are good. There, that looks better with the shadows around the paint drops. Oops, that one got a little carried away. You guys can't really see it. I'll pull you down. Nothing is as beautiful as the Keys. I would have to agree with you there, Eileen. The Keys are some kind of special. They really are. There's nothing else like them that I've ever seen anywhere in the world. That would be fun, Jean, but I wouldn't do that to her. You've been as far north as Massachusetts and as far west as San Francisco. Yeah, I've been all over. If you've never been to, for example, I just said it, Yellowstone National Park, that is one place I would highly recommend every person see. That is another place. There is no place that I know of on earth that is anything like it. It's just the geysers, the things you see there, you cannot see anywhere else. The mud pot, stuff like that, really, you have to see it. Mount Rushmore, I think, is an amazing place that one man could carve that into the side of the mountain. Is mind-boggling to me. I decided to darken up the shadow on this one. I like this one. The Midwest there's not that much to see, Eileen. Honestly, the Midwest is not anything I would get excited about. It's a lot of plains, a lot of farming. Nothing that you would write home about, for real. All right, so this is going to be the bottom. These tags, as far as I'm concerned, are just about done. I might darken up, make them a little bit brighter, but I'm kind of okay with them exactly the way they are. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do the lettering next, and I'm not sure what I'm going to use for the lettering. I probably will use one of these Zig pens that I got out the other day. Let me see, the 01 might work well. And I'm not going to tell you what the lettering is going to say until somebody can figure it out. Where did I put my stencil? Oh, there it is. All right, there's another one somewhere. Here we go. All right, Eileen, this is the one time today I'm going to use my ruler, but I like my lettering straight. France, England, and Scotland. I'd like to go every one of those places, and I think someday I probably will. Probably travel more. I'd like to. Robert is not big on flying if other people are the pilot. That's why we don't fly places. If he's flying the plane, he's fine. If somebody else is flying the plane, he's not fine. Okay, that's the only time I'm going to use the ruler, Eileen. Aren't you happy? I just needed a straight line. Alright, I'm going to use this. These are those little stencils I bought at Michael's for either $2.99 or $3.99. You guys, I have used this. Like, this is the best little stencil. I use it in my Beast all the time. I love this stencil. And I'm not going to tell you what I'm writing. And I hope this Zig pen will write well on top of that matte medium and not smear. This is our first test. Alright, it's going to work just fine, just fine. And I don't know, honestly, I guess I am a little bit provincial. If we didn't have Jen waiting for us in Oz, I think I'd be a little bit more nervous. But knowing Jen is there and that she knows the lay of the land and stuff like that, that is very comforting to me. And I'm not really one that normally has a fear of the unknown. I mean, I pretty much jump in with both feet. But, oh crap. It kind of boogered up there, but that's okay. But for some reason, that is very comforting to me, to know that Jen's there. Yeah, I got this at Michael's, but it wasn't in the mixed media area. It was somewhere else. Now I can't remember. It wasn't by the cakes, the cake decorating, but it was someplace really weird. It was, yeah, I wish I could remember. And now they've changed the store all around, so I have no clue where it would be now. But it was really cheap. It was like $2.99 or something. And I love letter stencils. If I see one, I buy it. You can never have too many. Subtle is not my middle name. That Mac, you're pretty close. When I thought of this, it just made me laugh. And most of the time, I do things because it makes me laugh. If I'm not laughing, then what's the point? Looks suitably smug. Why am I not surprised, Mac? You're not right on, but you're headed in the right direction. Nobody probably is going to guess it until I get a couple more letters. Or more than a couple, probably. And I'm going to end right about on time, Jean, so if you've got stuff to get ready, I think you'll be ready to go on at your normal time. And I'm going to run up, take a shower, and me and the rat will head into town. Was it on sale? No, I paid normal price for it. But it was really cheap. But the thing is that it was in a really different location, and I know I showed it on stream once before and said its location, but it was in a really different location. It's made by is it Plaid, Plaid, or Plaid, whichever, but that craft company that makes the paint and all that. So you might be able to find it in their online store. And why am I thinking cake decorating area? I keep thinking cake decorating area. Okay, cool. But the thing I like about these stencils is the size. I mean, the size of the lettering for a lot of art is perfect. Or for the beast. Gosh, there's a siren out there. You never hear a siren on Monkey Island, ever. No, actually, we need to go into town anyway. I wouldn't miss Jean's stream for M&Ms. I was really just teasing. we need to go into town. We got to pick up Robert's taxes and well, maybe mine too. They haven't left me a message, but we've got to pick up taxes and do some other stuff. So, all right, it's subtle tags are us, which just cracked me up when I thought of it because the tags are so obnoxious, and I probably will darken the letters on these tags. Let me figure out the layout I liked best. The one going up and down, I kind of like this one here. I'm going to pull out subtle tags rule. Yeah, it's just subtle tags are us. Like this is a flyer for a company or something. So let's see. Thou shalt not whine probably should go across the top. Kind of want that one down here. I can't believe there's a siren out there. You hardly ever hear a siren on Monkey Island. Where'd my fourth tag go? I lost my tag, you guys. How could you lose a tag? Honestly, unless you're me. How could you lose a flipping tag? They were all just right here. This is the stuff that drives me crazy. FYI, those stencils will get cleaned. There's the 3 lettering ones. There's my test one. It can go in garbage. There it is. OMG. Well, it's definitely not going to be like everybody else's submission, right? But I want them kind of random here and there, with a little bit of overlap. Some of them going off the page. All right. How's that? You can see the whole thing now. Roxy ticket. It's under my page. Yes, Jean. All right, let me get some coffee. Check in with chat real quick. I agree with you, Mac. All right, I'm going to glue this down now. I just don't know what I'm going to glue it with, but I'm not going to use matte medium because I might want to go back over some of the coloring and lettering and brighten it up a little bit. Do you guys think it's too dark? I definitely don't want that over the S, so I think this one's going to have to go down first. I'm just going to use a glue stick. If I need to use something else, I'll come back later. But I'll just get it down for right now. And I'm not going to glue the strings down. Wherever the strings end up is where the strings are going to be. But the extreme glue stick should hold them down just fine. And I will trim off anything that goes over the 6x6 will definitely get trimmed off. All right, yep, that worked pretty good. All right, so the spacing of this one pretty much dictates where everything else has to fall. So yep, that's where I want that one. This one's going to go next. You like them as they are? Well, they look like old used tags. And I'm not sure that that was necessarily the look I was going for, but a lot of my art is real bright and colorful, and I thought, I want to do something a little different today. But I want to make sure that you can read all the words real well, too. All right, this one I'm going to bring this down. All right. Sticking to the paper. That's all right. I'm going to say it almost like you read down that and then you, but yeah, what can I do? I can't do anything about that now. I should have thought of that before, but oh well. This bad boy ain't going in the Smithsonian, so I guess I just shouldn't worry about it. But wouldn't it be funny if someday it did? I'm going to take this string off altogether. It's just going to create a lump that I don't want there. And you're not going to see it anyway, so get rid of it. Yeah, we can all dream, right? Exactly. There. That's how I want it. That's how I want it. And then you can still see the background pretty good, too. And I might have to tack down the strings a little bit, but it goes into a book when I'm done with it here, so it's not like they're going to be in the way. See, this one's going to get cut off too. Skizzers. Alright, what did... I think I just spoiled my copy. Yeah, no, I'm going to go ahead and trim it up to 6 by 6 for sure. It has to go in my book, so 6 by 6 it is. I know, after I went to the trouble and everything, but that's part of the deal. So when it's done, you trim it to fit what it has to fit. But see, that's part of the thing I like about it is that, yeah, the tags were originally perfect tags, but now whatever needed to be cut off is cut off. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do a shadow around the tags. I'm going to end early today. That's a bummer, Dorothy. What did you do to ruin it? Did you spill something on it, or? Because that's a real bummer. I hate that. All right, I'll go ahead and do the shadow on this edge. And if you think there's something else I need to do, go ahead and speak now. Use coffee cups, fussy cut from napkins near lost in the background. Oh, okay. Well, could you do something like I'm doing right now is rather than letting them stay lost, could you outline them or do something to make them stand out from the background? So the only thing I could think is somehow either shadow them or do something to make them kind of pop off the page, possibly. And I think I will, but I think I'm going to get out black acrylic paint to do it. I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges of the entire thing now. But I know that the black ink is probably not going to show up much, so I'm going to do black paint. And you have to be careful on this matte medium portion because, honestly, I'm going to have to spray this with a fixative. And I'm going to darken up the letters of the words. I really am. But yeah, the only way it's going to show up. But I have this cool Bria Reese. That's titanium white. I'm glad I bought a couple of the Bria Reese colors that I thought I would use a lot of. Obviously the black, white, the gold. Should the shadow be in the hole above? Oh, really? Yes, ma'am. I'm glad you saw that because yes, it should. What did I just do with the pen I just had in my hand? That's not it. Honestly, oh, I put it in my pen holder. All right, so I'm just trying to think. It ought to go on this side would be my guess. Good, Carol. Thanks for catching that. Great catch. I love working by committee. It's so awesome. Hi, CB. Yep, got the shadows in the holes and they look better now. And now I'm going to ink the edges with the cheap Bria Reese paint that I got. Oh, you meant straight across from the wine tag. Straight across from the wine tag. I'm not following, Carol. I'm not following. What about the shadow from the tag behind in the hole as well? The shadow from the tag in the hole. Oh my God, you guys are making this a puzzle for me. Grunging it up now, girls. For sure. This one hasn't been much fun, CB, so you didn't miss much. I kind of had an idea going in, and Eileen hasn't been bossing me much. I mean, she's bitched at me a lot, but she hasn't bossed me much. Okay, what about the tag behind in the hall? Tam, good to see you, but you thought even better. The shadow from the thou shalt not wine tag would show through the hole on the oh really tag. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, I get it. Puzzle solved. I will get that here in a minute. But you're right, it would. I do want the lettering on the tags darker though, so I'm not going to subject you guys to that. I can do that anytime. You've seen what they've said, but when the picture goes up on Facebook and Twitter, the lettering will definitely be darker. I will absolutely make certain of that. I still love the whole idea of starting out with a blank white sheet of paper, and I don't care if I'm drawing a cartoon or if I'm doing something like this, that each of these pieces of paper started out blank white a couple of hours ago, and now there's something fun. I love that. I love it a lot. All right, what else could I have? And that one goes over that one, so that shadow would be hidden. Great minds, CB. Of course, great minds think alike. You have multiple tags on it? Yeah. I'm happy with it. The only thing I'm probably not happy with, but I can sit here and fix easy enough, is I'll go ahead and do the thou shalt not whine because we got a little while before Jean comes on. I'll go ahead and maybe I'll use the number 3 pen because it'll go faster. I think the 8 probably is too fat, but we'll see. Well, I can hardly wait to see yours, CB. I love watching everybody's art go up. I will use the 8, I guess. That'll go faster still, and I think it'll work. We should do a Wednesday 6x6 too. If we want to come up with prompts, that would be fun. Keep in mind, the next couple weeks, I'm not going to have, excuse me, a huge amount of time to be arting. But yeah, I would love a second prompt because I've had a blast with these. I really have. And one thing I've learned, and well, I've known it for a long time. This is not a surprise. I tend to art better, I guess, if I have a prompt or if I have a goal in mind. It's and I know Dee Dee would say is get out your idea notebook. But if you give me a prompt and say create a piece of art with this, or another thing is give me a product and say you need to use this product to create a piece of art, I'm more inclined to buckle down and get it done. Why that is, I don't know, but it's true. By Wednesday on board, not doing a 6x6. Yeah, I mean, I'd be game for that. I really would. I'd be so game for that. And if I'd stamped these better, I guess I need to re-ink my inker. I wouldn't have to do this. But the watercolor on top of it didn't help any either. See, this doesn't take very long to make it look good. Okay, Kathy. We'll probably see you over at Jean's. Like the yeah, the product prompt. That really gets you thinking that this week you must use whatever, because so many of my products, I love them and I use them, but I don't think I use them probably as much as I should. And that's partly because I'm lazy. I get out the few products that I know I love and that I'm proficient at, and the others get ignored. So, yeah, a product prompt I think is a fun thing. I made a deck of kind of like, what's her name? Good Hands. Oh my God, I believe I'm drawing a blank on her name. Anyway, there are other people who have come up with decks of prompts of what you need to do. And I like the timed prompts. If you're going to do mixed media, I'll get them out and show them to you real quick. But I just made my own. Okay, here's my deck of my own prompts. So that some days if I wanted to art and I just couldn't think of what I wanted to do, I can untie these and just grab one randomly or do it like this. And I just, in fact, using these was how I made the cards that they're on. Carla, God dang, thank you, Kimberly. But just at random. This one is add a favorite quote. And I don't know if I had planned on that I could pick any one of these, but this is add lace, use glitter, weave strips of magazine together, use a napkin, bucket list, use a stapler. Yeah, this one randomly, use a straw to blow paint, color this entire page, add something you gotta love, create or use postage stamp, use random letters, use homemade pattern paper. Use metal embellishments, add leaf shapes to page, white things, your choice of techniques, draw a page of ladybugs, use a 1970s icon, doodle. And honestly, I had more fun playing with these cards. And you create awesome art doing it. So, yeah. So what did you say the first prompt was? Use modeling paste. Oh, that would be fun. So CB, did you see all the tags, what they say? I'll hold it up so you guys can see it, because anybody who came in late may not be able to see the stamps that I chose. They're snarky, kind of like Eileen. Thou shalt not whine is one of them. And I really like the paint splatters subtly in the background of that one. I like that one a lot. Oh, really? You know what that sounds like? Not my problem. I don't want to seem like I think I'm always right, but I am, and that's why it comes across that way. I ate healthy and exercised today. I better freaking wake up skinny. So, yeah. Kind of different for me. This is definitely, and then I just added subtle tags RS. Yeah, I love witty sarcasm. Sarcasm is just like, that's what I'm all about. Pretty harmless, but yeah. Definitely a far cry from last week's Mary Engelbright art, right? All sweet and nice, and now this week it's like rude and snarky. It's what it's about. And Thursday this week, the rat and I are going to go to Joplin for his birthday so I can get him a steak dinner. And we found out one of his friends at the cancer center has decided to stop treatment. So we want to go see him. Um, yeah, sugar turned to vinegar for sure. So Thursday, I think we're going to go up there. I probably will have to run into Michael's and Hobby Lobby. Probably won't buy anything unless it's just, well, no, I am going to actually get those spin stamps if they still have them, Eileen. And there's another set too. So if you want those, you better speak up. I'll have the rat go in with me. If I need 2 coupons. CB, did you put the phone app on Whit's phone? And were you able to train him? I got it on Robert's, but I'm not sure if he'll remember how to use that thing. I can't believe that it's really free international calling, though. Are you having a hard time understanding that? See the video I posted on Facebook earlier today about Omen with multiple personalities that all paint in different styles. Very interesting. Oh, that would be awesome to watch. I'll have to look at that, Julie. Yeah, yeah. A woman, not Omen. Okay. Yeah, I pretty much got the gist of it, Julie. Yeah, that sounds crazy bizarre. Well, if you saw last week's art and this week's art, you'd think that I have multiple personalities. And I do. One of them's me and one of them's Eileen. I'm the nice one. And I'm not bastardizing these letters too bad. But Z and I texted on that app last night. And it's going to work awesome. It is going to work way awesome. And that's nice because then we'll be able to, like communicate if we get separated or something down there, that we'll have the ability to communicate with each other down there, which I hadn't really even thought about. Of course, if we had international calling, we could anyway. But I love it that it's free. And for those of you who don't know, what we're talking about is Xandra turned us on to an app called, and CB had found one too, but I couldn't get it to download right. I don't know why. You may have to get a local SIM card for anything to work. Okay. I hadn't thought about that. Okay, I'm going to have to call AT&T anyway. Oh, crap. See, I didn't want to have to call AT&T. Because I have to be one of those customers that says, could I talk to your supervisor? I can't understand a word you're saying. Well, when I showed it to Robert, he did okay, CB. It's just whether or not he'll do okay when I'm 15,000 miles away. I don't even know how many miles away it is. I need to look that up. I know it's a lot of thousands, though. There. Yeah, I like it better with the darker letters. Viber. Yeah. Use Skype for your whole family around the world. So handy and free. Yeah, see, I don't do Skype. I mean, most of the time, I look so crappy. If somebody tried to Skype me, I wouldn't answer the phone because I look like crap. Okay, we've got enough time for me to finish this. Well, the thing is, when you say about the SIM card, that would be to use their phone network. And yes, I agree with that, that my phone is not going to work on their phone network, but it should work on their Wi-Fi, and that's what this is. This is doing everything through the internet rather than any phone lines. Because I think computers and everything, you know, you can take your computer anywhere and with the Wi-Fi make it work. At least that's my understanding. Oh, okay, you have the choice to just talk. You taped over your camera? Yeah, most of the time I would say, you can't see me today. Right now, I would definitely say, you cannot see me today. I'm gnarly looking. But I won't be here in a little while. I'll go take a shower and fluff up my hair. Of course, I probably look the same regardless. Yeah, if you use your phone as a computer, depending on the style of your phone, it should work. Well, I've got Android phones, and CB, I think, has iPhone, and I have no clue what Xandra has. But my understanding, when I was reading about all of them, was that really you can use them anywhere in the world to talk to anywhere in the world. And that would imply that nothing else is needed other than the app. That's what I'm thinking. Tell me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I know that I can't pick up and call an Australian number with my phone. I do know that. And to talk to CB and Xandra, I'll actually be calling a US number. Right? Smartphones, you should be okay. Yeah, we've all got smartphones, so that's fine. And then Jen has a phone that Jen got an American phone when she got here. She didn't use her Australian phone, I don't think, for anything when she was here. And yeah, I know that we won't be able to call anybody who is not on the app. So I know I won't be able to, call a local restaurant and have delivery. But Jen said that she's got a phone for us to use while we're there. Let me see. There's my baby wipes. I didn't even put them away. Alright, so I'm thinking this, I may have to glue that down so it doesn't interfere. Well, just long enough to take the photo, I guess. Yeah, Jen was here over a month. And they just got I think they got a prepaid phone that her sister had gotten or something, so that she could call the fibs. Like, she had all of our phone numbers to call when she got close to our house and whatnot. And she's going to get us one of those so that if we have to make local calls. But I can't imagine. We're going to be in hotels and stuff, and they're going to have phones in the room, I'm sure, because they have to anticipate that travelers may not get a local phone. I mean, I think hotels are still that smart. Well, we're going to be there 20 days, so we're there for almost a month. Well, Jen is going to have one for us, Monique. Yeah, she said, don't get a phone, don't do anything like that. So really the only thing left that I've got to worry about as far as getting there until we figure it out is getting some Australian money. But I can do that in San Francisco, I think. Yeah, I did too. Okay, I'm going to end this real quick. If you watch this on YouTube, thanks so much. This is the finished piece of art, and we'll just catch you next time.